And I'm back with episode 61 here in the Pak128 first honest try sessions for Simutrans on How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. Kelly Jack being the gaming handle name, whatever you want to call it, of the guy called David Rex when he writes. I'm looking at Sheffield because we got some things to do, but we also had a bunch of new vehicles come in, rail cars. Our Gaz 3 bus has been discontinued. We now have to deal with obsolete vehicles on the road, but we're going to leave them out there for a little bit. Just because they stop making them doesn't mean they're instantly obsolete. Parts still exist for a year or two afterwards, in my opinion. And there's always somebody scrapping theirs so that we can steal parts. That's how I'm treating it. It's not probably the way the game designers want me to, the devs, but hey, reality, that's what happens. So we're going to go over to Sheffield. And we've got some stops we need to take a peek at. Stops that do not have anybody on them. And that's because we took a trolley cart off a while back or never deployed it. Let's take a peek at our trolleys. In Chef, there's a core, the west, and the shoreline. So, this is our shoreline. This is the core, the big one, and the west, which is this guy over here. Core is this one. So, I've got a couple of dead zones. Let's look at these signs. Brick Street, this guy. Promenade. Throw. Turnlow. Thorley Park. All of those are not being used. I'm turning the trees back on just because we're out in the desert section here. But I am going to turn off buildings for a moment. Why? Because we kind of need to start looking at things. And our flow is this way. So let's go ahead and put out a new loop. Now currently, and because I like the red look of them, we do have some new ones available. But they're kind of pricey for what we're doing. So I'm going to choose our cheapest one available because it's the beginning of a line service. And we're just going to set him up to do these stops, including Night Street. There we go. And some of these are really close together, but that's because I wasn't thinking when I set them down. At the same time, that's going to help us when things get bigger in the city. So we've got him. Let's launch him. And we're going to call this the Chef Eastern Trolley. They all just went yellow. And why? Because if we do this and then this, they're gone. We took care of our station problem. No rail stations, no other stations have a no connection issue. That's good. Simple little problem. One little dispatch. And we just made, hopefully, some money. But it's going to cost us some money. But we didn't have to spend on infrastructure this time. So it was just the new vehicle. And looking at our monthlies, we had a bad month. Just back in a few months ago. Back in, okay, this is October, September, August, July, June, stunk. Let's see how things go now. I'm going to give it a speed run. Why? Because I needed to know. What did we just see? I see an uptick move, but is it going to sustain between those bus lines that we threw out and this trolley? Can they overcome the weight? And it's looking like not good. We're going to have bad months. But then again, our good months are beginning to build. So some of that's dispatch, some of that's just we have a bad month every once in a while. We know that. Pulled up, we finished at minus 14, where we kind of want to be. I'm doing this for 6 months so we can get a rough figure as to whether or not we're seeing anything good come out of this. And it's not looking too hot for February. Nope, February was our bad month. But February, because it's short, automatically makes it a tough month. And look at this good month. Look at this good month. March is looking good. Are we going to see single K numbers? Are we? Nope, but we're closer. And I think the overall trend may be upwards. Though, because of the top end, at least, the bottom end is still diving deeper. And it's getting tougher and tougher. Here's another one flirting with, can we do it? Can we get it up? We need those trains to deliver more frequently. So, I think the kind of problem is going to be identifying which lines can have extra trains on them to start smoothing our problem. How do we do that, Jack? Who knows? If I knew that, all my games would be winners. Well, it's definitely going to be one of the black lines. And this is a line that's got me worried because he's had no trips. The melting collier is not running good. So, good thing we didn't buy the KS wagon. Turn them buildings back on. And let's take a peek at the sand yard. Departure times. And it's too far out of range. Oh my goodness. We could probably get away with one or two more Sanders on here, couldn't we? Got one there, one returner. Yeah, let's dispatch another one, too. So we want the Gremlin. We want a double Gremlin and a ton of cars. Set him to the Sander. One. Copy him. And launch one. Wait a couple minutes and launch two. And let's see if this improves our throughputs. And this might be one where we're going to have to take and do the speed up. The KS45 and the wagons, so the whole KS series has been ended. The new rail cars available, new road vehicle, and of course rail cars discontinued. Constantly happening. What's our monthly's going to look like? And let's rock and roll, and we're kind of watching how often we get trains down here. That's looking better, but we want to watch our top end. And I need a top end that's smoothing up. Whoa, what are we flirting with? We're flirting with 10K. We flirted with 10K. Good, good, good. Slowly but surely, adding service, adding more flow. And I'll bet you, we might even be able to add a boxer up there at Ips Glass. 17 for a bottom. That might be good. Not liking the way this month is performing, though. Well, again, another one flirting. We're starting to flirt with the higher end. I'm seeing a trend from here to here, up higher here, but we're lower when we dive low. So it's balancing out, I'm afraid, in our yearlies. Yep. We're actually might be up a little bit. But again, we've still been doing this continued downhill. And at some point, we're going to have to say, junk bonds, and turn off the free play and let the company die. Now, this is one problem with speedrun is you get a lot of messages pile up real fast. And the Skoda is available. Cool. So we might want to start taking a look at some of these new vehicles. The Skoda is not a trolley. Oh. What is the Skoda? So is it like the Aladdin? Is it a... Yeah, let's see if it's a passenger. Scroll down till we see Skoda. Our daylights. The Hayroos. The underground class subs. The VT105 diesel. Okay. All. The Skodas are electric engines. Okay. So they're all power units. No passengers. That's why I wasn't finding them. I thought that was a cool thing. But they're also all futures. So that was the Albatross, but that says there's a Skoda available. What sort of Skoda? Oh, the electric bus. Now that's interesting. Maybe we got somewhere we can start using that. How about we deal with that next episode? This has been episode 61. I'm Callie Jack. Folks, take time, put in a vote. If you make it here to the end of the vid, put in a vote on which game we're playing next. Is it a Pak164? Is it a Pak128, a Pak192? If you don't see a choice that you want to take and make a suggestion on, leave it in the comments on the poll. You get to that by going to my landing page, just the DieForDirects page here, at DieForDirects. Go up, take a peek, see what you think, and leave a comment or vote. Or both. Maybe it's one of those ones where it's, yeah, but not the Salt Lake City map on SimCity 4. Have a better day than I'm having.